Back. In our previous session, I gave you some homework. I guess you did it and then you had it correct. So, but for today, after we have set up our development server in our previous environment, it's now time for us to dive deep into the basics of HTML and CSS. So basically, but before that, let us go back to our previous file. But today I've created another additional file called this. So you drag it into your environment and then we pull it up. So basically HTML, because I promised that I'll be explaining what an HTML is and whatever all these things stand for. So basically HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's just a standard markup language for creating web pages. It structures our web content, of course. So normally we start with the HTML tag. This is just an HTML tag. That is how the language starts. Then we go to the header. As for the head, it's a tag. We'll go deeper into what tags are, but it's a tag that contains meta information about the HTML document, such as the character encoding. So this is a character encoding UTF-8. We have different types of character sets, but this is what the language uses mostly. And then we have the viewpoint settings. The viewpoint settings is just about how the whole web page is structured from the top, bottom, left, and right. So that is what this viewport tag does, or metadata does. So we also have the title. Normally when you open a web page, the title tag is used to specify the title of the document, which is displayed in the web browser's title. So basically that's what that one does. So move to the body tag. For the body tag, this tag contains the visible content of the HTML document. When you visit the website, for instance, the content you are seeing, every content there is found within the body tag. So that's what it does. So from here now we'll continue to, now that we know what all these stands for, we will have to dig a little bit deeper into what some of the HTML tags. So let's try something. For instance, let's move to the P tag. The P tag, as the name stands for, it stands for paragraph. Okay, paragraph tag. So if you have a content, or if you go online, whatever you are viewing mostly is found within paragraph. So the P tag is used to specify paragraph. And if you've worked with Word document before, you will probably be familiar with what a paragraph is. So let's try this. This is a paragraph. Yeah, then you save it. So if you remember, when we installed the live server, I said if you want to visit it, you right click and then you go open with live server. So let's see, we open with our live server and then we have it here. You know, we did this one previously, which is hello world. So this is a paragraph. So that is basically what it does. Okay, so let's move back to the code. So we can also look at the A tag. The A tag is an anchor tag. So when you visit a website, you see those links that you click on. Those links are being powered by the A tag. So let's, for instance, say let me just say A tag like this. It has both opening and closing tags. So, and then it has an attribute. You know, I'll tell you what an attribute is later. So let's say we want to go to a web page like google.com. Yeah, and then we want to open it in a different window. We don't want it to open in the same window that we're going to click on, but we want it to open in a separate window. So use another tag which is called the target. and then you set it to a blank page, right? Here in the middle of the every time you have a tag, in the middle of those opening and closing tags, whatever you enter, that one is visible to the user. That is the user of your page. So here we'll say visit Google, right? And we'll save it. Because we have the how do you call it, the live server. Once you do it, once you save, it automatically refreshes the page, and then you have it here. So once you click on this one, then it takes us to google.com. So basically that's what the A tag does. So like I said earlier, the attribute, for instance, it tells the browser where the link goes. Even if you listen carefully, target, like where your target, where it goes. So basically that's what it does. Okay, so the A tag, let me recap. The A tag is for links. Naturally, it's for links. The href is an attribute that tells the browser where the link goes. The target blank is another attribute that makes the link open in a new tab. So basically that is a fully functional web page, if you like, and call it this, because we are yet to go to how do you call it, the CSS. We'll go into that one later, but for now this is just a core building block HTML page. So you also can think of the HTML in its entirety as a building block, right? Like you have your nails, you have your planks, you have your how do you call it, your bricks or your blocks, and then you put up a structure. That is just what an HTML does. But in this respect, we are talking about a web page. So the skeletal view or the skeletal structure of a web page is what the HTML does. So I think time constraint, will have to end here, and then we'll continue next time. But go and practice. I know it's not much, but like they say, practice makes man perfect. So go and practice this, and then we shall continue next time. Bye bye. Peace out.